Hi, Seppi.
Hi, Richard.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Have you recovered from your traumas, your falls?
I'm definitely on the mend. I'm back to full-time work, which has been quite intense because we've had a coronavirus outbreak. Quarter of our staff are down with it, but luckily.
Oh dear. No, that's not so good.
I'm not at the moment. I just tested. I'm still I'm negative, and I've had the vaccine on Friday.
Jolly good. Good stuff. Okay.
Great. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, to our fifth session for chanting Baba's name, our Baba mantras, and doing the 7 Realities breathing meditation in his love altogether. So for today's session, which is our fifth session, we shall be chanting all the 8 chants that we've done in the last 4 Sundays, one after the other. We shall begin with chanting just Baba's name, which we do. So we will chant Baba's name 21 times, just saying Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher Baba. And after that, followed by all the 8 chants, the first one being the Om chant, the second one being the Sachitanand Paramanand, Meher Baba Vigyanand, the third one being Om Namah Shivaya, fourth one being Om Meher Namo Namaha, Shri Meher Namo Namaha, Jai Jai Meher Namo Namaha, Avatar Meher Namo Namaha. Then followed by Om Namo Meher Baba Namo. Then Om Avatar Meher Vidmahe, Sant Guru Devaya Vidmahe, Tanno Meherba Prachodayat. Followed by Meheram Shivoham, and ending with Hari Paramatma Allah, Ahuramazd God Yazdanhu. After all the 8 chants, which we'll be chanting 9 times each, we will straight move into the breathing meditation. So you all will stay connected to the energetic force of Baba's love, and we will slip into the meditation seamlessly and then come out of it. So before we start, as we always do, let's have some sharings of this week. If any of the 7 realities popped up for anyone, I had surrender pop up once again. Would anyone like to share anything? Lanita, Cindy, Sanobar, anyone? Okay. So any New Year surprises with the 7 realities? Yes, Seppi. You're on mute, Seppi.
I was just going to reiterate, but I'd already said it to a few people, that were already here. But, it's been such a help, just reminding oneself, not just only from the realities, but from everything, just surrender. So I just surrendered. If I was meant to get the COVID virus, I'll get it. If I don't, I won't. And I just left it all to Baba. It was really helpful. But I have a little tip. I don't know whether any of you are doing this, but when I wash my hands for 20 seconds, I say, beloved God, prayer, followed by Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. It's exactly 20 seconds. So that's a nice way to have him all, every time, especially when I work in a doctor's surgery, those of you who don't know, or a doctor's office. And, it's, as we've had an outbreak, it's even more intense, cleaning everything and washing hands, loads of times. So that's, I'm saying that prayer a lot.
Perfect. That's excellent.
That's so beautiful, Seppi. Yes, for me also, like this, in daily life, where all Baba can be inserted is the question. What new can happen today? Baba, where can I, bring you along more so that I can have you beside me, with me, in more tangible form than just the back of the mind, which is there always, that it's Baba and it's Baba. But how more actively can I bring Baba? And thank you, Seppi, for this little thing. Now, it's great every time to wash hands to quickly say the beloved God prayer and say Avtar Meher Baba Ki Jai 3 times. That's a great tip for the day. Great. Anyone else? Yes, Sanobar?
I had a lot of control issues this week. So I had to invoke Baba a lot, but unfortunately not while I was losing self-control. So, so I'm working on it. And I had a question about the chant, the last chant that we learned, Hari Paramatma, Allah, Aura is the God, you stand. Who? What is who?
Who is God in
But
Arabic?
Arabic. Oh,
H-U. Yeah.
okay. Okay.
That also is a part of Baba's pen name, Huma, under which Baba wrote the ghazal Likhan Padhan Se and many other works.
Okay. Great.
And
Thank
Roshni,
you.
what about Om?
Ong is a Buddhist version of Om. It is in the essence of the point of creation, the point of origin, the spark of God. Many versions it has.
Thank you. Michelle is here.
Hey, Michelle is here. Jai Baba. Okay. So anyone else wants to share anything, or we can begin for the day? Okay. All right. So as always, let's create a conducive setup. Have your earphones on. Dim your lights if you wish to. If you fall asleep, then do not lie down and try to sit. As Baba says, do not be in a sleep-inducing position while meditating. We will begin with Baba's name 21 times, followed by each of the chants 9 times. The chants will be on the screen. Feel free to open your eyes and say the chants, but energetically just be connected in that zone with Baba. Your eyes and relax your entire body, right from your head to your toes. Do a few deep inhales and exhales, releasing any kind of constriction in your body, stiffness, any worries, scares, thoughts from the outside. Give it all to Baba. Take your mind's eye and focus to the center of your chest area, which is your heart center or heart chakra. And try to bring to your mind's eye Baba's image out there. See, feel or intend Baba's image in your heart center. And as you feel or imagine Baba's intention face in your heart center, stay connected to it. We ask Baba to be with us at all times, to help us to hold his Daman till the very end. We intend prayers for the entire world and for Baba's nazar to be upon us all. We now begin the Naam Jap, which is chanting Baba's name 21 times. Meher Baba, 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 Meher Baba. Take a deep breath. As we move on to the first chant. Take a deep breath as we move on to the next one. सच्चिदानंद परमानंद मेहर बाबा विज्ञानंद 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 Take a deep breath as we move on to the next chant. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Your focus on Baba's image in the heart center. If you feel distracted, come back to that image. Keep chanting. Namah Shivaya. 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 Take a deep breath as we move to the next one. Om Meher Namo Namaha. Shri Meher Namo Namaha. Jai Jai Meher Namo Namaha. Avatar Meher Namo Namaha. Right now only chant, not write or do anything. To Baba and just chant his name and presence. Om Meher Namo Namaha. Shri Meher Namo Namaha. Jai Jai Meher Namo Namaha. Avatar Meher Namo Namaha. Om Meher Namo Namaha. Shri Meher Namo Namaha. Jai Jai Meher Namo Namaha. Avatar Meher Namo Namaha. Om Meher Namo Namaha. Shri Meher Namo Namaha. Jai Jai Meher Namo Namaha. Avatar Meher Namo Namaha. Om Meher Namo Namaha. Shri Meher Namo Namaha. Jai Jai Meher Namo Namaha. Avatar Meher Namo Namaha. Om Meher Namo Namaha. Shri Meher Namo Namaha. Jai Jai Meher Namo Namaha. Avatar Meher Namo Namaha. Om नमो नमः मेहर नमो नमः जय जय मेहर नमो नमः अवतार मेहर नमो नमः ओम मेहर नमो नमः श्री मेहर नमो नमः जय जय मेहर नमो नमः अवतार मेहर नमो नमः ओम मेहर नमो नमः श्री मेहर नमो नमः जय जय मेहर नमो नमः अवतार मेहर नमो नमः Take a deep breath and we move on to the next one. Om Namo Meher Baba Namo 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 Om Namo Meher Baba Om Namo Meher Baba Namo. Namo Meher Baba Namo. Take a deep breath as we move on to the next one. Om Avatar Meher Vidmahe Sant Gurudevaya Vidmahe Tanno Meherba Prachodaya. Meher Vidmahe Sant Gurudevaya Vidmahe Tanno Meherba Prachodaya. Om Avatar Meher Vidmahe Sant Gurudevaya Vidmahe Tanno Meherba Prachodaya. Om Avatar Meher Vidmahe Sant Gurudevaya Vidmahe Tanno Meherba Prachodaya. Om Avatar Meher Vidmahe Sant Gurudevaya Vidmahe Tanno Meherba Prachodaya. Om Avatar Meher Vidmahe Sant Gurudevaya Vidmahe Tanno Meherba Prachodaya. Om Avatar Meher Vidmahe Sant Gurudevaya Vidmahe Tanno Meherba prachodaya. Om avatar meher vidmahe Gurudevaya vidmahe tanno mehra prachodaya. Avatar meher vidmahe sant Gurudevaya vidmahe tanno mehra prachodaya. Take a few deep breaths. As we move on to the next one. Medam Shivoham Medam Shivoham Medam Shivoham Meheram Shivoham Meheram Shivoham Meheram Shivoham Meheram Shivoham Meheram Shivoham Meheram Shivoham. Take a deep breath as we move on to the last one. Hari Paramatma Allah Ahur Mast God Yazdan Ho. Hari Paramatma Allah Ahur Mast हरि परमात्मा अल्लाह Urma God Yazdan Hari Paramatma Allah Urma God Yazdan Ho Atma Allah Hurmas God Yazdan Hu Hari Paramatma Allah Hurmas God Yazdan Hari Paramatma Allah Hurmas God Yazdan Hari Paramatma Allah Hurmas God Yazdan Hu Hari Paramatma Allah Hurmas God Yazdan Take a deep breath as we move on to our meditation.
Namaste, Jai Baba everyone. This is Roshni Shanaz. Welcome to the daily breathing meditation based on the 7 Realities by Avatar Meher Baba. In our fast-paced lives, this meditation will help us in a short span of time to infuse the power of God's love, helping us to live the 7 Realities in everyday life. You shall now sit in a relaxed position. Be comfortable. You may sit cross-legged. Put your feet on the ground, sitting on a chair, or lie down. And as you sit in this comfortable position, bring your hands into the Chin Mudra or the Gyan Mudra. touching the pad of your thumb to the tip of your index finger. Keep both the hands rested on your knees over the lap. Or a little away from the knees on your thighs. Whichever is comfortable for you. We will first begin with relaxing right from the head to your toes. Loosen up your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your back, your chest, your stomach, your legs, feet, and your toes. And every part, cell of your mind, body, and spirit be completely relaxed in God's love. We will now take 7 deep breaths with the word Baba. With every inhale, you will say in your mind, Ba, and with every exhale, you will say, Ba. Take a deep breath, inhale, Ba. Exhale, Ba. 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 And as you take these deep exhales, we will now move on to imprinting each of the realities in each of the energy centers, our chakras. You will take your mind's eye and focus first to the bottom of your spinal area. To the root chakra, and imagine a red ball of light. And as you imagine this, repeat after me. I imprint real existence in the root chakra. Take a deep breath as we move on to the next chakra. You will now imagine an orange ball of light 3 fingers below your navel area, which is your sacral chakra. And repeat after me. I imprint real love in the sacral chakra. Take a deep cleansing breath. Every breath you take, keep inhaling and exhaling with the word Ba, Ba. We now move on to the third reality. Take your mind's eye or focus to the center of your upper abdominal area, just below the rib cage, and imagine a golden yellow ball of light. And repeat after me. I imprint real sacrifice in the solar plexus chakra. Take a deep cleansing breath. As we move on to the fourth reality, imagine and take your mind's eye to the center of your chest area and see an emerald green ball of light rotating there. Repeat after me. I imprint real renunciation in the heart chakra. Take a deep cleansing breath. As we move to the fifth reality, take your mind's eye and intention to the center of your lower throat area and imagine a light blue ball of light rotating there. Repeat after me. I imprint real knowledge in the throat chakra. Take a deep breath as we move to the sixth reality. Shift your mind's eye to the center of your forehead area above the eyebrows and imagine an indigo blue ball of light, which is the third eye chakra. Repeat after me. I imprint real control in the third eye chakra. And as you do that, take another deep breath with Ba, Ba. As we move to the seventh reality, take your mind's eye and intention to the center of the top area in your head. And imagine a royal purple ball of light rotating there, which is your crown chakra. and repeat after me. I imprint real surrender in the crown chakra. And as you take a deep breath with this seventh reality, bring your mind's eye or focus back to the root chakra and imagine the red ball of light. We shall now progressively move upwards with each chakra and inhale and exhale Baba's name into it to seal the imprints of all the 7 realities into your being. Imagine the root chakra. Inhale Ba. Exhale Ba. Imagine the sacral chakra. Inhale Ba. Exhale Ba. Move to the solar plexus chakra. Inhale Ba. Exhale Ba. Move to the heart chakra. Inhale Ba. Exhale Ba. Move to the throat chakra. Inhale Ba. Exhale Ba. Move to the third eye chakra. Inhale Ba. Exhale Ba. Move to the crown chakra. Inhale Ba. Exhale Ba. And as you complete the inhale and exhale with each chakra and each reality, imagine all the chakras and the 7 realities aligned in one single line along your spinal area, from the root to the crown chakra, from the red, orange, golden yellow, emerald green, light blue, indigo blue, to the royal purple, all aligned on top of each other, vibrating at their highest intensity and vibrations. And as all of them get aligned, all the beautiful 7 colors of the energy centers converge to become a white beam of shining light, vibrating and throbbing through your spinal area. As you seal into your entire consciousness and every layer of this consciousness and your being with the 7 realities. Feel yourself now filled with this shimmering white light in your entire body. May every nook and corner of your mind, body and spirit be infused with Baba's love, with God's will, mercy, compassion and forgiveness. May all that is of the least intensity of God be released and transmuted into His love and light forever and ever. And as this complete sealing of all the 7 realities takes place through your being, you shall now radiate this love, this compassion, this wisdom of all the 7 realities into your daily life, to put them into practice, into your living space. May Baba's love assist you through this path to love and live God in everyday life, to live His words and make these words the precept of our lives, to be a shining example of God's love in all that you think, speak, and do. In His love and light, love and light, love and light, we thank Baba and all His divine forces of love for facilitating this process. I thank your soul for participating. You shall slowly, at the count of 10, do as instructed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring your palms next to each other and rub them to create significant warmth between them. And put them onto your eyes and feel that warmth permeating you entirely. Slowly move your palms away and slightly shake them on the sides to release any residual energies of any toxins and anything that is unserving and the least intensity of God. May it all be released into His love and light forever and ever. And on 1, you shall slowly open your eyes. This is Roshni Shanaz in Baba's love and light. Jai Baba to all of you. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Take a few moments with your inner silence with Baba. Jai Baba, everyone. So as everyone assimilates, I shall read this passage from Discourses, Volume 3. soul is beyond thinking and doing. When the soul knows itself to be different from the physical and gross bodies, as well as the mind, it knows itself to be infinite. As soul, it does nothing. It merely is. When the mind is added onto the soul, it appears to think. When the subtle body is added onto the soul with the mind, it appears to desire. When the gross body is added onto all these, the soul appears to be engaged in actions. The belief that the soul is doing anything is a false belief. For example, a man believes that he is sitting in the chair, but in fact, it is the body which is sitting in the chair. The belief that the soul is sitting in the chair is due to identification with the physical body. In the same way, a man believes that he is thinking, but in fact, it is the mind which is thinking. The belief that the soul is thinking is due to identification with the mind. It is the mind which thinks and the body which sits. The soul is neither engaged in thinking nor in any other physical actions. Of course, it is not mere mind or mere body which does the thinking or other physical actions. For mere mind and mere body do not exist. They exist as illusions of the soul. And it is when the soul falsely identifies itself with them and the thinking or the doing of things occurs. The soul, mind, and body taken together constitute the agent of actions or the limited I. But the soul in its true nature is neither responsible for thinking nor for actions. The illusion that the soul is the mind or the body, and the illusion that the soul is the agent of thinking or actions is created by Maya, or the principle of ignorance. In the same way, the belief that the soul experiences the pleasures and the pains of life, or it is going through the opposites of experience, is also false. The soul is beyond the opposites of experience, but it does not know itself as such, and so it takes on the experiences which are characteristic of the opposites because of identification with the mind and the body. The soul which is mixed up with the mind and the body becomes the recipient of pains and pleasures. Thus, all the pleasures and the pains to which a man is subject are rooted in ignorance. When a man thinks that he is the most miserable person in the world, he is embracing an illusion which comes into existence through the ignorance or Maya. He is really not unhappy, but imagines that he is unhappy because he identifies himself with the mind and the bodies. Of course, it is not the mind by itself or the bodies by themselves which can have any experiences of the opposites. It is the soul and the mind and the bodies taken together that become the subject of dual experience. But the soul in its true nature is beyond the opposites of experience. Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. So would anybody like to open the house with some sharing? Yes, Seppi? Okay. Richard, Jeff, anyone? Yes,
It's the
Jeff.
first.
Okay, Rich, sorry.
Huh?
Yes, okay, Richard, sure. Go on.
Yeah. It's the first time I've done this procedure with you, so it was quite interesting. In the very beginning, my third eye was quite active and aware of it as we were doing the various chants, and it was getting more active. And then it settled down when we started to do the meditation and stuff like that. it's very similar to meditations that I do normally anyway. So that was very relaxing and enjoyable. So I thank you for that.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Richard, for sharing. Thank you. Yes, Jeff.
Good morning, Roshani. Good morning, everyone. Jai Baba. Roshani, the very last sentence that you read just now, and everything that you read to support that last sentence about the soul is not the mind, it is not the body. My mind is not able to wrap itself around, meaning I don't grasp what that means. I've been reflecting on this for many years. I know we're encouraged not to identify with the mind, not to identify with the body. We're not the body. We're not the mind. We're not the body. We're not the mind. All these two things and many others that one identifies with, thinking that they know that I am the mind. It's thinking, that's me. I'm the body. That's me. I don't believe that what I just said is so, but that's what we're conditioned to believe. But that last sentence that you mentioned just gets me to ask you the question, or any of us the question, on the really deepest level of one's awareness, if it can even be explained by any of us, but if it can, I know the question behind all of it is, who am I? Who are you? And I don't even know if a human being is capable of expressing that in words, although what you just said of Baba's words are quite immaculate to point to it. I still don't get it. I still intellectually get it, but I don't really get it. So all those words are simply saying, can someone say something that might help to explain the unexplainable, I guess, is the best way I could ask the question. Sorry to take so many words, but if you read that last sentence again, Roshani, and if anybody...
I'll read it again. It is the soul and the mind and the bodies taken together that become the subject of dual experience. But the soul in its true nature is beyond the opposites of experience. So
we have this soul, last thing, we have the soul, which is beyond the opposites of one's experience, the opposites, the exquisite, beautiful aspects of life and the exquisite, painful and suffering aspects of life. The soul is beyond that. So the soul is beyond that, yet one is experiencing what they experience, thinking that they understand the experience. That's as close as I can get. So I'm going to stop talking and shut up and listen. I like to try to understand the ununderstandable, if maybe it is possible to understand it. All right.
Okay, so how this is for what I tell myself, to what I feel this could be.
Thank you.
When earlier it is read. So this is not an understanding. This is just my illusory mind's interpretation of what I feel the illusion is. All right. So if we have to take that, there is a croissant, and the filling inside it is the soul. the feeling by itself, I get to tell myself, is devoid of experiencing the crust or the layer or the frying or anything if it had not to become that croissant. So it feels, when it is inside a croissant, that feeling feels it is a croissant. That same feeling when inside another kind of item feels it is the burger, or it is the patty, or it is something else. So the patty or the croissant or the burger, I feel, is the form or the denominational form which I think or feel is my body, and the shape is keeping on changing. But that inner thing, the filling, which is supposedly my soul, is experiencing different herbs, different kind of frying, either baking or whatever, according to the illusory shape or the title of the item. So it is a patty or a burger, it will be made differently than what it would be in a croissant. Now, if it was separate, I feel that it would be the potato filling by itself. It would not have the experience of those different forms or the different things that is mixed with it. And only when all these three are there together, they are able to experience the duality. So if I die from this form, then my soul by itself is taking the sanskaras, as there is also part that we take the mind, the sanskaras are there with us. So even though without the body, I'm not experiencing, I'm not actioning it, my sanskaras are still with me. So what I felt while reading another part of Discourses was also that the body becomes or is an instrument to experience the duality in its tangible touch feel form, whereby the mind, even though the body is not there, is still existing to some extent after I pop out. But the soul by itself, so when for example we loosely use sentences, oh, you're so mean, you don't have a soul, you can't even do this for me. So in the essence, the thing what we think in our daily life, I feel, is that this is my body, this is my mind, and I also have a soul. Whereas the soul is by itself, the soul has the mind, to what this passage at least tells me in my little thinking. The soul is the one who has the mind, and the soul is the one who has the body, only to experience its measurable, tangible form of this duality. So this is my little thinking to what I have been telling myself, to breaking head with this since the 3 years back when I first read it. But not that, as I said, it is understanding. And it gave me a little bit of sense to what this could be, kind of a thing. Though, as I said, it's not a complete understanding. And as rightly, Jeff, you said, Baba's words are unfathomable, and so is he. So we can only try to nitpick our little understanding and put it into place, just so that it is like trying to show a child a dotted line and teach them how to write the A. And after some time, they might not need the dotted line to write the A. This is my dotted line to just put these words into.
Thank you. Thank you, Roshani. Anybody else have any ideas? I'd appreciate hearing it. I really appreciate the way you expressed that. And welcome, Richard.
Seppi has a hand up. Seppi, please. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. All I wanted to say, Jeff, was that if I feel rather than understand, that really helps me every time I approach anything. But that's probably because I'm not very cerebral. I tend to be more of a feeling. So if it feels right, then that's great. I find it sometimes a bit hard to understand. Even as a little child, infinity used to drive me crazy, and my poor parents, because I would ask them questions continuously. But I'll tell you a little story about my son. I don't know whether it's quite the same subject, but he was only about 2.5 or 3, and we're leaving the house, and he said, "Oh, Mum, who's God?" Oh, I said, "Well, might take a little while for me to explain that to you. Let's go to where we're going, and when we come back, I promise we'll sit down and talk about it." And they said, "Oh, it's okay, Mum, I know who God is. God's the light within your heart, and when you close your eyes, you can feel it." So I always remember that from my 3-year-old son to remind me that I must always go with my feelings rather than my understanding. I hope that helps.
Very much so. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was beautiful, Seti. Thank you so much. Yes, as Baba says as well, do not try to understand me, just love me. So as earlier also shared, that by reading these, passages and things with Baba's words, there is, I wouldn't use the word understanding. It is, I would say, an effort or an endeavor. How can that be brought into my life? How can that be exercised in my life? And therefore try to seek Baba's help. Give me an analogy, give me something that will help me to infuse this into my life. And there are hundreds of things that one doesn't understand at all. Like, I haven't read God Speaks, for example, but I did attend Ward Park's God Speaks workshop when he did at Bombay Center, and there was a lot of things that went in of whatever that I had read sparingly through the book, though not cover to cover. And when that was being done, so I realized that I was more experiential than just the reading types. And therefore, I would pick Baba's head every time to give me some example or some analogy from real life that would help me to gain a perspective, not an understanding. And understanding is by far fetched, I feel, for any of us, for our little minds. But as I said, a little endeavor to put it into the right perspective so that, okay, I can go the next step, and the illusory mind feels good. That, okay, I can put this into practice somehow. So, yes.
Roshani, how does one have access to that particular workshop? Through the Bombay Center at God Speaks?
He had done it as a one-off. I just met Ward at Mehrabad right now on New Year's. So I don't know when he's next because of the COVID thing, if he's coming to Mumbai or not. But I'm sure there must be some video or something. I'll try and find out from him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
I'd love to hear. I'd like to be able to listen to that.
Yes, yes.
I'm sure others would also. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. I'll try and figure out and maybe procure it, and maybe we could have a session looking at that.
Beautiful. Huh.
Yes, Richard.
I don't know if it will help, excuse me, if it will help Jeff at all, but I tend to look at our soul as a sort of computer in which each lifetime that we have is a disk, and that lifetime is recorded on the disk and then goes into the computer's memory, which is the mind, if you like, of the soul. And each lifetime is processed to decide what it wants to learn next.
True. And the sanskaras as the different softwares that we keep downloading all the time that we come.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not knowing most of them have a virus.
Thank you, Richard.
I said, and the sanskaras being the softwares that we keep downloading, not knowing most of them have a virus. All right, so let's end our session today with a beautiful strumming and chant with Michelle Schaffer. Before we get into a beautiful Sunday Aarti with Cassandra.
Good morning.
Jai Baba.
Reminds me of
Hey,
the
Baba.
understanding has no meaning, love has meaning, obedience has more meaning, and holding my demand has most meaning. Anyway, so I hope it's okay. I repeat. Hari Pada Brahma Allah, Huda Master Gauri Yes Done Who, Hari Pada Brahma Allah, Huda Master Gauri Yes Done Who, Adonai, Adonai Eloheinu, Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Hari Pada Brahma Allah, Buddha Master God, yes, Adon Who, Hari Pada Brahma Allah, Buddha Master God, yes, Adon Who, Adonai, Adonai Eloheinu, Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai, Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Hari Pada Brahma Allah, Buddha Master God, yes, Adon Who, Hari Pada Brahma Allah, Buddha Master God, yes, Adon Who, Adonai, Adonai Eloheinu, Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai, Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Hari Pada Brahma Allah, Buddha Master God, yes, Adon Who, Hari Pada Brahma Allah, Buddha Master God, yes, Adon Who, Adonai, Adonai Eloheinu, Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai, Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai, Meher, Meher Baba, Meher, Meher Baba, Meher, Meher Baba, 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 Baba.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everyone. As we go into moments of silence for the Aarti. See you all next Sunday at 6 p.m. IST and 7:30 a.m. EST. Jai Baba.
Hey, Baba. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Shani.